If you want to do your debt-free scream live on the show, visit RamseySolutions.com/debt-free scream. We'd love for you to come to Nashville and tell Dave your story. That's RamseySolutions.com/debt-free scream.
Alrighty, live on both the YouTube and the Twitches. Ramsey show ending. After show beginning. Put in my links here and we will get going. Alrighty. Okay, let's if the page loads. Picked up a couple more subscribers. Got 418 right now. Episode 313, 7/6/2022. That checks out. All right. What up, AJ? What up, Tat? Let's what do we have? Oh, I know what we should do. You know what we should do? We should listen for the drum taps. Why not, right? Since AJ hasn't given me a track. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we do not do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of those charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I'll meet him, I admire the man. I messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like the way that it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Now step 4 is when you can take a breath. Go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way that it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show After Show brought to you by D.H. Schumann. Thank you so much, D.H. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach. And you can schedule a free consultation/assessment with me at calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. The link is at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram, Coach Steve Money, no spaces, and you can donate just like D.H. Schumann did at paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Alrighty, let's check on the chat. AJ knows the words. AJ talking about some Evan Williams and a little bit of fun. That's right. Oh, I see. You made it rhyme there. That's good. That's good. That's great, AJ. I'll tell my girlfriend about that. She'll like that. Thanks for the IO, AJ. All right, so yesterday was a replay as well as Monday's July 4th show. And yesterday, both, as they took extended vacation, I'm assuming, at Ramsey Solutions. But today, no Dave, but it was a new show. And so assume no Dave tomorrow, because definitely no Dave on Friday. So assume it's a week of Dave-cation. But we do get new shows probably for the rest of the week. So, and we still have yet to see maybe Christina this week, George Camel, and Ken Coleman. So perhaps see some of those people on tomorrow's show and on Friday's show, if both are news shows. But it seems like that'll be the way that it is. So as I said, Dave wasn't there. Oh no. So what can we do if Dave's not there? Well, Dave's daughter, Rachel Cruz, sat in the big chair, and what do you know? I have a partial song for her. So let's check it out. And I guess that's why we all watch Rachel Cruz, for good advice that she learned in her youth. Talks about friends, well, she shows us how to be millionaires. Know yourself, know your money, love your life, not theirs. Guess that's why we all watch Rachel Cruz, mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. And I guess that's why we all watch Rachel Cruz, mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. And I guess that's why we all watch Rachel Cruz, ordering Teslas, mentioning Target. And I guess that's why we all love Rachel Cruz. Alrighty. Fun times. And she was in the big chair, and co-hosting with her in the other chair was friend of the Aftershow, author of Redefining Anxiety and Own Your Past, Change Your Future, host of the John Deloney Show, Dr. John Deloney. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see, but his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me, plus he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. Ooh, it takes a call and then twirls his pen, and he saves the day again. John Deloney, ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you're going through, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and illness has to face, they didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clap of the healing kind, John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. Alrighty. Now's the part where we go, market report. Alrighty, you can see mostly up here. The Russell Small Cap Index 0.79% down. That's still a rough one there with the Small Cap Index, but up mostly was the S&P 500 0.36%, NASDAQ just behind at 0.35%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the total market index, is 0.23%. NASDAQ was up bigger most of the day, and then it slipped down and then came back. And the S&P was similar, but as you can see, it wasn't as up early as the NASDAQ was, and the Dow about the same track as the S&P, about the same pattern there. And the Russell, what up with the Russell? Kind of the same pattern, but still staying down. Stock futures rise slightly following. Let's see if it does. There's your futures. And up to date is S&P up an additional 0.53%. NASDAQ up an additional 0.83%. And 0.39% additionally is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So that's good news. Of course, anything can happen by the time it opens tomorrow morning. And there's pre-market trading in the morning as well. All right, so we have next week for earnings reports. We got some financials and health. JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, United Health Group, Bank of America, and Johnson & Johnson and Netflix as well. Most followed single stocks on the Google only. Tesla is the only negative of these. And most up, Microsoft, 1.28%. It's been a while since that one has been the most up. Followed by Alphabet next, which owns Google, and then Apple, followed by Meta Platforms, the artist formerly known as Facebook, and the Amazon. So any up amount is a good amount. Better than being negative, right? So let's see, mostly up in Europe, just the one index down. Asia, mostly down, 3 out of 5 indices down. Currencies, we got the US dollar up above the euro again, just like yesterday, up above the Japanese yen, up against the British pound, love, up against the Canadian dollar, sorry. And it's a clean sweep up against the Australian dollar, mate. No shrimp on the bobby. We got some Cardano happening here. I know a guy who has some Cardano. As far as the crypto, Ethereum the most up 4.79. Of course, this does not stop at 4 o'clock when the U.S. markets close. When the stock market closes, this is tracked 24 hours a day based on the previous night's number at 11:59 p.m. All right, that's that. Okay, that's all we need from that. We looked at the futures. Let's see what it has to market. This from Yahoo Finance. Pausing that. Stocks in choppy session higher after Fed minutes reaffirm pledge on inflation. U.S. stocks pushed higher Wednesday afternoon to close out a choppy day in the green though the risk of recession remained the top of mind for many investors. Move came after minutes from the Federal Reserve reaffirmed the central bank remained focused on tightening monetary policy as needed to bring down inflation. So probably another interest rate hike, perhaps next month. What does AJ have to say here? You gonna win the day tomorrow, or can I three-peat? Well, let's look at it. Let's see what it was again. I normally win when the NASDAQ is the most up. So it might be you again, dog. It might be your time. I don't know. Troy Story hasn't been winning as much since he reallocated some things. But yeah, you got a big shot, I think. I don't know exactly where it would be. You know what your funds are. So look at these numbers. The total market index is 0.23. S&P 500 0.36, and the NASDAQ just behind it at 0.35. Small cap negative 0.79. So maybe look at your numbers tomorrow and keep an eye on that. DAH Schumann, what up? Says Danica Patrick just hearted a comment I put on one of her videos. That's her interview show, DH. It's coming back. What's coming back? The Cardano or the market? Hope so. Hope it's the market. It's I mean, plenty down. I mean, I would say for the NASDAQ, 22.5% down this year is plenty to be down. Let's see. Did we get everything we needed from that? There's a nice graph for you to look at. A bunch of colors. Boom, boom. I don't think we need anything else from that. What do we have here? From CNBC, Hulu's facing an existential crisis as Disney approaches a 2024 deadline to buy Comcast's 33% stake. Oh, I guess in Hulu. All right. So I guess Disney has to buy it by 2024 then? 2 months earlier, Disney has acquired Fox's 33% stake in Hulu as part of a $71 billion acquisition, giving it a majority stake in the streaming service. I did not know that Disney owned Hulu. Oh, I guess that's why. I think you get Hulu along with Disney Plus or something like that. Or if you get Hulu, you get Disney Plus. I can't remember. But it's something like that. Comcast agreed to hold its stake in Hulu until January 2024. All right. Oh, to temporarily save Disney billions of dollars. So that's just to like spread out the purchase of it. Okay, I got it. That makes perfect sense. So I'm assuming Disney will buy that. Are they saying that he might not? Disney's never declared what its strategy is for Hulu. Is it a distributor of other products? Is it Disney's adult brand? It's hard enough to run a single major Subscription video on demand is what SVOD stands for. Disney already has Disney Plus. Wall Street wants to know, how many chips can you afford to have on the board at any given time successfully? All right, different metaphors used there. Great. All right, so we'll have to see what's going on with that. From the Wall Street Journal, the paper of record. The beeping in the background every so often is an error by the power supply that's uninterruptible power supply that's connected to the server. And so you'll hear that like every minute or something like that. I think it just goes beep. And normally I don't hear it because I have the fan on, but I have the fan turned off because that makes even more noise. So yeah, you will hear that beep every so often. Doesn't sound like it's every minute. All right, so Chick-fil-A beats the boycott, this says. It's an opinion. The restaurant chain remains the most popular in America despite political attacks. Oh, I think this is best. Let's see. Even the 4th of July was politically polarized this year as various celebrities and Twitter grandees let the world know how much they dislike America. Oh, there's the door. But maybe there's still hope for political accommodation if we can judge by the latest from the American Customer Satisfaction Index. Survey found that Chick-fil-A remains America's favorite restaurant for the 8th year in a row. I would call that a good track record. The fast food chain specializing in chicken fare came in with a score of 83 on a scale of 100, well above other chains that scored 79 or less. Chick-fil-A's popularity is all the more impressive given that Americans say they prefer full-service restaurants to fast food. Well, alrighty, Chick-fil-A. Putting nice scald on that chicken, I think. Let's see. That's right, Tiffany, it's phrasing. This from CNBC, the crypto world segment. The billions in Bitcoin trapped on lending platforms like Celsius may turn into a tax write-off for investors, and that's the new part of this. We did do a story previously on Celsius that has supposedly temporarily shut down transactions on there, so people can't buy, sell, or take their money out of it. Let's see. Celsius, Anchor, and Voyager Digital rose to prominence after offering sky-high returns of up to 20% annually on customer deposits. Sometimes we can't talk. Much of that crypto cash is now trapped as plunging token prices force platforms to temporarily suspend, or limit withdrawals. So, and that is crazy. So that's the same as if you would have, money in an investment account, and then all of a sudden where you are saving that, where at your brokerage, it would just be, you can't have it right now. You can't have the money. So that is crazy. And so the UK or the EU, European Union, has started to regulate. They passed some stuff a couple weeks ago, as we also talked about here on the after show. And America will be doing that as well to get their hands on some of the tax money on the transactions. Shihan Chandrasekhara, which is similar to one of the people that's involved with Super Troopers, J. Chandrasekhar, I think his name is, something like that. Anyway, this is a certified public accountant, and what he or she says is that U.S. tax code may eventually provide some relief to these investors by way of the non-business bad debt write-off. Well, it's not debt, it's their holdings. So I don't know how they would be able to write it off under bad debt. Let's see if it says. Crypto trash. Tiffany, if you're not familiar with the after show, I very rarely read these ahead of time. I like to be surprised, and of course that's more more preparation, which I don't like to do either. I like to, run and gun it here on the after show. Let's see. They had customer funds on ice for more than 3 weeks. Yet to announce tangible guidance on the next steps. All right. Looking for stuff on the, let's see, the U.S. tax code. Maybe if your funds become totally worthless and irrecoverable, you may be eligible to write them off as a non-business bad debt on your taxes. All right. I guess it allow. Okay, so is if basically it becomes totally worthless and irrecoverable. I don't think it does that. I think the whatever cryptocurrency they're in is still going up and down. Phrasing, but as you can see, like today, they're all up. Or at the moment they are anyway, and so it still is making that money for the people that have it, but they just can't take any of their contributions out. And how you might qualify, let's see, business bad debt is a type of loss resulting from a debt extended to another party which has been rendered totally worthless and irrecoverable. Okay, and so another CPA stresses that there must be a complete loss of all that was lent to the platform in order for the debt to be considered deductible. It's called lending money to the platform. Partial losses don't count. The freezing of accounts or limited withdrawals by crypto platforms does not constitute a total loss. Right, because even though the accounts are frozen, the individual cryptocurrency they're invested in does still is going up and down. Phrasing. Claiming the deduction. All right, I think it pretty much explained it there. That they're just gonna let it happen if it all goes completely worthless, which I don't think that will happen, and probably they'll eventually move that back up. Alrighty, it's time to go to the Reddit. We're going to subreddit. Reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey, Dave Ramsey subreddit, and this is not run by Ramsey Solutions. If you want a group that's run by Ramsey Solutions, that would be on Facebook, and that would be the Ramsey Baby Steps community. This is run by fans, so there could be some negative stuff on it. Let's see what we got. Did I sort by new? I did not. Let's sort by new, so we get the brand new stuff. Like walking in new snow. New episodes. Read this from Brown Pen. Curious. I listen to podcasts via Apple Podcasts. I listen a lot, and I swear I had some of these segments before. So sure, some new. Any insight? Okay. Well, Monday. Actually, I think Friday too was a replay. I think because they went on extended vacation for July 4th weekend. Monday was July 4th, and that was a replay. And yesterday was also a replay, but there was a new show today. And probably there will be again tomorrow on Tuesday and maybe on Friday. Dave normally is not there on Fridays anyway, but it could be other hosts on there. But they get to have replays whenever they want to. So that was the dealio on that. What else do we have? Walt Grace, 83. It's just such a better way to live. I got the baby step 6 flare right there, and baby step 6 is, of course, paying off that mortgage, and that is, of course, after you do all the other baby steps first, and specifically your $1,000 emergency fund first. Paying off all non-mortgage debt is baby step 2. Baby step 3, 3 to 6 months of your personal expenses and an emergency fund. Step 4 is to invest 15% of your gross income into retirement. And baby step 6 is to use all available extra money. You do 4, 5, and 6 at the same time. All available extra money goes to pay off that mortgage early. And so once you get done with that, you're in baby step 7, and you can do whatever you want except take yourself to a lower baby step. So at that point, you can invest more than the 15%. But Dave recommends you do 15% only so that you can get the house paid off. Because having the house paid off is then you got no big bills really. Let's see. I am the financial black sheep of my family. My siblings have a $500,000 in student loan debt between them in their 30s. My mom has continual credit card debt. My wife and I just bought our house at 30. We closed yesterday. We took out a $100,000 mortgage on a $360K house and plan to pay it off in about 2 years. Excellent. So that's $50K a year they'll be paying off on that bad boy. And so on a $360K house, they either had some equity from another house sale that they did, or they put down a $260,000 down payment. That's so excellent. And you did that, and you're the financial black sheep of the family? Oh, I see, because you're the only one that's doing it wrong, even though you're doing it right. All right, we closed yesterday, and today we have several repairmen coming, fixing all the little things from inspection. I have zero stress, plan for $20K in repairs, closing costs, paint, etc. I have a $30,000 emergency fund just in case too. I get really emotional about this. Whenever the smallest thing breaks in my brother's house, he freaks out. I'm having $10,000 in repairs done without batting an eye. This isn't a brag. I just love this lifestyle. Yes, I'm lucky, but man, I've worked hard to be here. Absolutely. I mean, it's not a brag, and it's just such a better way to live. This is the financial piece. That's why your brother's freaking out and you aren't. So that's cool. Excellent. Congratulations on that. Let's see. German style of finger counting. Was it that? Is that German? I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I guess I do that all the time. Let's see. Can I retire? Oh, did I do this one yesterday? I don't think so. Unable effort 7114. Did I do this one yesterday? 58 years no dependence. Landscaper only does 147K more. Yes, I did that one yesterday. Okay, let's see if there are any other ones. But basically the idea was because he has $1.75 million in individual retirement accounts, has 140K in after-tax money market accounts. That would be like just a non-retirement investing account. So that's 140K there. My advice was, do you take that out and put it with another 7K and pay off that mortgage, and then you take your monthly living expenses, because you don't have a mortgage payment anymore, down to maybe $3,200 if it's $1,200. If it's $1,500, it would be $3,000 a month, and then you don't need that much. Start drawing retirement at 59.5. Yeah, you can do that, and you wait as long as possible. You wait till age 70, if at all possible, to take Social Security so you can get the most from it. All right. So that was the answer to that we did yesterday. All the light ones are ones that I've clicked on already. Let's just see. The one for yesterday, Ramsey show discussion. Keep it civil, no rudeness or trolling, which usually means there's going to be rudeness or trolling. Let's see. Dave claimed he was dead on in forecasting inflation last year. That's some interesting revision. Dave played down inflation for most of the last year, only caught up the issue once it was already a predominant topic of discussion. I don't remember when he forecast that. I don't know, so I can't comment on that. And another person piling on. Not to mention, Dave has been saying the housing bubble won't crash or come down. It's not gonna. He's already said that he's not wrong and justified it by saying not all markets are coming down. Dave seems like a person who bets on both teams and then says how right he was. Okay, I mean, it's just haters. You're gonna get these on. It's Reddit. What do you want? It's the internet. What do you want? And so, but yeah, Dave doesn't think that the market may adjust a little bit down, but basically these house prices are the new normal and they're gonna stay here. Let's see. Well, let's see. Let's check this one again. That's the non-baby steps, Dave and Company discussion thread, and this is definitely where you can nitpick the way that he runs his company and so forth. It's got nothing to do with the baby steps, etc. Let's see. John was way off with the call about the grandparents who moved a violent drug user into their backyard. Yeah, probably. I mean, not the best idea probably to do that. I don't remember that call though, so yeah, and I can't really comment on that, but that wouldn't seem like it would be a good idea, so I understand being concerned about that. All right, too much house. It was, I think, because we did that. Let's see if we have any other ones. A pool loan. Alright, you don't do any kind of loan. Let's see, should I count my pool loan as part of my mortgage? No. I mean, if you already have it, no, you don't. If that's a separate loan that you got before you started doing this plan, you would just include that in the debt snowball. And we order that in smallest to largest, just like the thing said. Should I count my pool loan as part of mortgage? Pay off other debt first, or should I put it in the order of debt snowball and pay it off separately? Yes. So, 25 comments. I'm sure people might have other ideas on it, but that is a separate loan. It's not considered a part of the mortgage by the bank or anybody else. All right. Seasonal salary questions. Let's try that. Did I do that one before? Hungry RN to position $9 million a year at 39K. 9 months a year at 39K. I figured it out. Pre-tax. Okay, the average monthly take home is $3,400. I want the budget so I can spread it year round. Crazy. How do I calculate a budget so that I can pay myself the other 3 months of the year? Well, you can count it. You can divide the 39K by 12 months and do it that way. That's probably the easiest way to do that. You will just, you get the money when you get the money, and then you just don't spend it all, and you only spend what you need to spend for your expenses. And if they are too much of the 3 year, of all 12 months is too much to cover the additional 3 months where you're not bringing in any money, then yeah, so that's how you would do that. You would divide, like I said, divide the 39K by 12, and then that's all you have per month. Even though you don't get money 3 months of the year, then that would take care of it though. No option from employer to spread it out, so you got to do it your own self. That does happen. We did that one. Yeah, these I think we did Friday. Let's see, AITA. We did that one. I wonder why these aren't light blue. Yeah, we did all these. What time is it? It's 40. Let's see if there's something on Reddit. Reddit makes me think of stuff. Let's see, what is it? Dave-ish. There we go. And this is the people that like sort of follow Dave's advice or pick and choose which advice to follow. And so we'll just see what they're up to. And a lot of times these are this was 2 months ago. Oh, so they're not. Okay, so I thought this was going to be something I could use every so often when there wasn't enough content on the Ramsey subreddit, the Dave Ramsey subreddit, but it looks like there's not much activity on here. Let's see. Let's scroll down some and get some since I haven't done them before. Dave reversed his course on crypto? I don't think so. Crypto is fun, here to stay. Can he... What? I don't think so. Let's see. Because crypto is... Whoops. Is fun. He might have said to treat it like it's a... like fun money. So... And again, if you're in baby step 7... you can do whatever you want to with your money, and he's saying basically what his advice is on that. It can be part of portfolios, but what he's saying is you want to put a very small portion of your wealth into crypto, into something that's not proven like that. And basically it would be the same as you taking that money to Vegas to gamble, or you taking it in the backyard and setting it on fire. And so that way, if it's all gets lost, then that's no big deal. And so he doesn't have any problem with that if you're in baby step 7, which means you got no debt at all, including your house, which is paid off. And so you can do whatever you want to, except go back into debt, basically. So it's the amount, again, it's the amount that you would be comfortable with just burning. So there you go. So, and this is a misleading article with the title right there, and it's a misleading title right here on the Reddit. And they knew that. Okay. Yeah, I heard him on calls in the recent past telling people to sell all the crypto they own. Yeah, to pay off debt usually, and now it can be part of a portfolio. Nothing changed except he says it's when you're in step 7. So that's why. When you're in step 7 and when you're fine with losing all that money, which people that don't owe any money, they can do that stuff. They can do, like a 5% of their total wealth. They can do that if they want to. People dragging Dave on Twitter, I guess. Buying a new house in the middle of step 2. Alright, so baby step 2 is, of course, pay off all non-mortgage debt, and you're not supposed to buy a house if you have any other debt. If you have the house already, when you start the Dave Ramsey plan, the baby steps, you get to keep it, but you don't, if you don't have a house already, you just keep renting. And then once you get to the appropriate baby step, which is baby step 3B, after you have the full emergency fund, which is baby step 3, after you have that, all your non-mortgage debts are paid off and you don't have a mortgage yet, but you're saving for a down payment. That's where you save for the down payment. And that's called baby step 3, and then you can buy the house. But any money that you would be saving for a down payment, that should be used for paying off your debt and establishing your full emergency fund instead of being saved to buy a house. Let's see. Here's my thing, though. Oh, what is it? Anyways, it presented us with drive-by shooting. Neighbors are trash bags. Interesting. Anyways, it presented us with an opportunity to profit off the old house. After all is said and done, we'll have our credit cards paid off. Okay, the only thing left is the car loan. Here's my thing, though. Phrasing. It's an old house that probably will have unexpected nickel and dime stuff come up that we didn't have to deal with at our old new build. All right, whatever that means. I guess their previous new build. So I feel like having a 1K emergency fund and paying anything left over towards the car loan would be just stupid. We'd end up just taking out credit cards again. Well, if you would just do that, that doesn't sound like you're doing the plan at all, which of course they're on Davish. So let's see, we're already fixing the foundation, so who knows what we'll need to fix after that. Yeah, that's why you don't buy a house in baby step 2, because you're supposed to be paying off debt, and so you can't pay off debt if you are fixing this and that and this and that and that on a new house you just built, which you're also paying or bought, that you're also paying for. Obviously, keep what's left over and stack the emergency fund in case something else comes up. Yeah, so the house shouldn't be bought there, but it was 7 months ago, and they deleted it, so they don't want to hear from me. Mary, what time is it? I'll see one more that I can babble about. Let's see. Looking for a unicorn. Wanting to CC that. This is from BKB Girl. Wanting a CC. This credit card is not through Chase. No or very tiny annual fee. Decent percent cashback. Gets access at airport lounges. Does such a thing exist? Share your favorite card, especially the airport lounge. I don't know if a particular card does, unless that card is part of a special thing at that airport or through airline. Like the airline would have some kind of deal going on with a particular credit card company, and then they make a card that's basically like for frequent flyers and such, and then that would possibly allow. I think I've heard of those where that will allow you to do that. Those generally don't have tiny annual fees though, and they could be through Chase. Who knows? So yeah. Maddie Bags survived the first day of the new area. Not a new location for a job, but a new area, a new location within the old location. All right, so that should do it for today. Let's talk about upcoming streams. Still working on a very difficult part of Uncharted 4: A Thief's End on the PlayStation 4. Very difficult part. I'm playing on the next to highest difficulty, which is called hard. And it's very difficult because I'm in this big house and there's all kinds of bad guys, and it's just me and Elena. Yeah, it's just me and Elena trying to kill all those guys, and she's an AI character, so not that great. She kills every once in a while. She kills somebody. So we'll be doing that. Maybe a tech support with Coach Steve Money sometime this week. We'll see how it goes. I am still, like I said, working on that video game, and I'll probably finish that game before doing any other games. And so perhaps some this week. We'll see. See how the time goes. This show, though, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Ramsey Show Aftershow is the name of it, and it's right after the Ramsey Show is over on the YouTube. And I do this normally every day, even after a replay, such as yesterday was. Get my links again. It's up to 418 subscribers. That's a record. Sometimes we got some. We got up, I think, got up to 417 and then went down to 414 or something like that. Back up to 418 now. So thank you if you've subscribed. Appreciate it muchly. Links are at the top of the chat in the video description below and on the right side of my YouTube banner here. I'm Steven Simpson. And I'm normally too hip for the end, but my mom and my girlfriend call me Steven. You can... Oh, I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation with me. No strings attached. Totally free. And after we do this, you don't have to hear from me ever again if you don't want to, but I would be sad about that. You could at least say hi. You can click on the financial coaching, and then it shows the calendar. You can change the calendar. August 14th is a cool day. That's my birthday. You pick the time, and then Calendly will let me know when you would like that appointment, and I will email you the information that I need in order to accurately financially assess you. And then we will get that appointment happening. This P right here is for PayPal, and that's the donation link, just like DH Schumann did. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. Thanks again, DH. Appreciate it muchly. Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And you can email me about anything at CoachDBunny@gmail.com. And you can talk to me about anything on my channel or anything on your mind. The Ramsey stuff, financial stuff, how I do this after show, Oak Island, video gaming, played lots of different kinds of video games, computer stuff. I've been in the computer repair business for 25 plus years. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you about any of that stuff. And especially if you would like to sing any of these songs that I've written about the baby steps or the Ramsey personalities. And this is coming up on 10 months now. I've been singing the baby step song every show, and I would love to hear somebody else sing it. And I would love to play that on the after show. You can either pre-record it and can play that, or we can do it live. We have that technology to do that. Like I said, you can do the Baby Step song, you can do Deloney's song, you can do the Rachel Cruz song. Both of these I did today. I did all three of these today. The Baby Step song first, then the Rachel Cruz song, and then the John Deloney song. And there's also a mini song. It's like 2 verses and the chorus of the George Camel song. And you can sing any and all of those. So just you can email me, and I'll just let me know you want to sing those, and I will send you a link to the exact music that I use. You can use that music or any other music that is for that particular song, or you can write new music for it if you're that talented. Alrighty. Well, everybody have a wonderful night. What is it, Wednesday? Yeah. Have a wonderful Wednesday night, or whenever you're watching this. And as always, make smart financial decisions every day.